Hello, I'm Gitabai. Welcome to my website, mybountifulhealth.com. I'm here today with Julia Ross, author of The Diet Cure and The Mood Cure. She is the founder and director of Recovery Systems Clinic in Mill Valley, California, where she treats people from all over the country for depression, anxiety, and overeating. Julia is internationally recognized as a pioneer in the field of amino acid therapy. We will be talking today in 3 segments about the benefits of amino acid supplements. Welcome, Julia.
Thank you.
We met in the late 1980s when I was a counselor at a methadone clinic, and I had heard all about you doing amino acid therapy with people with addictions. You've come a long way since then, and in terms of reaching the general public, and with your books, The Diet Cure and The Mood Cure, selling so well in the United States and Europe.
When we met, we were in the first 5 years of developing what was early on, obviously, a tremendously successful approach to a very tough problem, addiction. By the middle 90s, we had worked with thousands of clients and realized that these techniques were just as effective, if not more effective, with the thousands, millions of people really in the country who are developing serious problems with anxiety, depression, and overeating and overweight. So I decided that I needed to get this information out, and not everybody needed to come to our clinic to get the benefits, because the amino acids are really so simple and so effective to use. And fortunately for me, my books were received very well and they've sold beautifully.
Yeah, that's excellent. My personal experience with amino acid L-glutamine is that it removes the cravings for sugar and refined carbohydrates, which is a challenge for many people, including myself. Can you tell me how that works?
Yes, L-glutamine is one of the most remarkable remedies in existence for turning off the dangerous cravings for refined sweets and starches. And the way it works is this. If we drink too much coffee, skip meals, eat too many sweets and starches, our blood sugar initially gets us high, literally rises fairly astronomically, depending on how much we've consumed or how long it's been since we've eaten. But then it crashes. And in the crash, we experience a powerful incentive to eat. And what we really need is a quick infusion of something that will raise our glucose levels up to normal, because when glucose drops too low, we can actually be in danger of coma and death. So the body has a real powerful fail-safe mechanism. Fortunately, the amino acid glutamine can be used as a fuel to correct blood sugar levels very quickly, safely, with no side effects, so that we don't have to resort to sugar, starch, or caffeine.
Right, and that's what I found with it. It's an amazing
And it
amino
works,
acid.
What would you say, in 5 minutes?
Oh yeah, it's almost immediate. I also noticed in the Diet Cure's amino acid therapy chart that sweets, starches, and chocolate seem to affect most of the brain sites that control our appetite and moods. Why is that, and how do amino acids help?
Well, sugar and starch are terribly refined. They're white powders. They've been really turned into drugs. It's very different to have a teaspoon of sugar than to eat a bite of sugar cane, for example, or a bite out of a sugar beet. And what that means is that these substances have drug-like effects on the brain, and they specifically target 3 of the neurotransmitters that regulate our appetites and our moods, so that we get a high from them, and that motivates us to have more.
Right.
And over time we become addicted. And the mechanism is very similar to the mechanism that causes us to become addicted to alcohol or marijuana, which also can affect many of the powerful neurotransmitters.
Yeah, it seems like L-glutamine could be used by almost everybody.
Well, L-glutamine could, but there are 3 other amino acids that will feed 3 other parts of the brain, so that if your particular craving for sugar is because, for example, you are low in our antidepressant, our natural antidepressant serotonin, there is an amino acid that you can take that will raise serotonin levels so that you don't need a brief boost from sugar or starch.
Right. Well, it's great that there's such a solution for all of this. Thank you, Julia. For more about nutritional therapy with Julia Ross, visit recoverysystemsclinic.com. In the next segment, we will be talking about Julia's book, The Mood Cure, and what amino acids to take when you are depressed or stressed out. Check it out.